I think the only shock we're going to get is Maddison not in it. I don't think he'll pick him. I think he deserves to be picked. But the reason I don't think he will is previous encounters, maybe with Southgate, that he's maybe holding a grudge against him. I think Trent will be in it because of Reece James' injury. I think he will pick Trent. And apart from that, maybe Cody will be in it and Tamori won't be. Wilson will be in it, I feel, and Tony won't be. But they're the ones that can go either way, Ali. What do you think?
Well, I agree with you, and I can't believe I'm agreeing in the sense that, I mean, if MD deserves to be in the squad, I mean, it has to be James Maddison. At the same time, I'd like to hear your views, both of you, on the fact, do we think Ivan Toney will be in the squad? Or,
I think he should be, but
he only didn't get much of a chance, did he?
Well, he didn't get a chance, Al.
Do you see the thing with me, guys, is that I love Callum Wilson, and if he didn't have his injury record, he'd be a banker. But I just feel that when you go into a tournament, do you really want your one backup striker to Harry Kane, who's already been told that he's tired by his manager? Do you want that striker to be one that suffers with a lot of injuries? Short turnaround in games, Ali, that brings muscle injuries.
Would you not take 3 centre forwards? Would you not take 3?
But I think you might take Rashford as the third one because he can play on the left.
No Tammy Abraham, no.
No. Abraham doesn't deserve to be in the squad.
No.
He's been in poor form for Roma. But I would take Wilson and Tony.
Would you?
Yeah, I would, because Tony offers something different.
Why would you not give Tony a chance, Ali? He can have a look up in training, but
but he did. He had him in the Nations League squad. Yeah. And it baffles me. I mean, it absolutely baffles me. I mean, it's the one thing. Did he bring him into the squad just to have a look and see how he was, and the rest of the team, how he was as a guy in the squad, that kind of stuff? Because I don't get it. Because
do you think
at this moment in time, guys, does Gareth know who his centre forward is if Harry Kane gets injured?
I don't think he does. I think he would pick Wilson because he's had previous caps for England and scored goals. But it's just the injuries for me. Like, I love Callum Wilson, but if he was to get injured, Ali, even in training, training can be very, very hard.
Yeah.
When you go away in these tournaments.
Gabby, what do you make of Conte's comments last night when Harry came off? He said, "Look tired." And all of a sudden, people are thinking, "Whoa, is he injured?"
You know what baffles me about this is that they've got a young lad on loan at Portsmouth called Scarlett. Very, very good player. Watched him play, sharp, quick, can finish. Why have you sent him on loan to Portsmouth when you've got one striker? Yes, you brought in Richarlison, who's not a striker. You'd say he's a inside forward, plays off the striker. This was the game last night where Scarlett should have started. Playing Nottingham Forest, they've mixed up their team. Go out and prove that you've got a chance of getting into the Premier League squad. But you can't because you've sent him on loan. Do you know what I mean, Ali? You keep your top young striker. You keep him, and that's how you give him some minutes, and you play him in the Carabao Cup. And Spurs went very strong last night, and fell short again. And everyone's talking about Conte is going to be the man. O'Hara said it. Simon Jordan said it. All these pundits that Conte is going to be the man to bring the trophy to Spurs. It's not going to happen.
Gabby, I agree. Big Alan we're talking about, obviously at 6 o'clock this morning. That was the one result. I mean, you can obviously look at West Ham, you look at other results, but that was the one result for me last night. Because I looked at the side, obviously, an interest before the game. And I fancied Spurs. I've got to tell you, I fancied Spurs. I'm thinking to myself, well, he's going with Harry Kane. It's a strong enough team. I looked at it all about it. He's playing.
He shouldn't be playing, Ali Kane. He's running him into the ground.
But the only thing,
Champions League every minute.
The only thing I would say to counter that is, see if they'd been knocked out last night and Harry Kane hadn't played, we'd all have been saying, well, he's not treating the tournament with respect.
Do you think that's why he took a lot of the players off, Ali? Because he thought this game's gone?
Maybe.
Later in the game last night, he took a lot of the players on. He thought, you know what, I've started strong and they've not performed, and Harry Kane could have had a rest.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.